And it's time for our next info session with Avanade team. Please welcome Giulia Colella on this stage.
Hi.
Hi Giulia, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, good, thanks. Where are you joining us from?
I am joining you from Italy.
From
Avanade,
Italy.
yes. It's
Awesome.
very sunny here today, which is kind of impressing. Considering that the last couple of days it was rainy.
Even the weather today is great for this info session with you. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Everyone, if you have some questions to Giulia from Avanade, feel free to ask them in the chat. And Giulia, would you like to start sharing about Avanade and the great things that you're doing and career opportunities for our participants to join the team? And just for your information, we also have at Career Booth, we have Avanade booth. And I saw that you're super active and people are engaging all the time in your booth. It's super cool. So go there too. And I will, so let's keep it interactive with the audience and let's start. Maybe you can share more about your journey, how you started working at Avanade, and why did you decide to join the company?
Okay, so basically, where should I start from? Okay, I joined Avanade almost 2 years ago. It was the beginning of September 2018. So I'm almost about to get to my first 2 years. Okay, within this company, and I would say it was one of the best choices I've ever made along my career path. Avanade is not the first company I'm working within. Previously, I was in different companies, but what really impressed me when I first joined the company and I started getting in touch with people I'm actually working with, because they are my current colleagues, is the attention to human beings, both in terms of career development. Is the direction. When you join this company, the direction is very clear. We have career path we are working on, and every one of us is the first person get involved in their career path development, and they decide that they can make their own fortune. I know it's like a bit, but it's really true. It's really true. And the second, and then on the other side, I was impressed because of the efforts of an artist. It's been 20 years so far, which is very long story. Okay, but it's been 20 years. Of an artist putting a very strong efforts on people training and never-ending learning. Development, which is very important. And what I'm talking about is not just the technical skills and certifications, because of course we are a company. We are a joint venture between Accenture and Microsoft, and of course we are a consultancy tech company. But it's also important that our people are aware on how they are given the chance to to keep on working on developing their consultancy skills, well-rounded, not just in terms of technicalities, which is fundamental, but it's not enough to us, no. And so I was impressed. And actually, I can say it's been 2 years and I have learned loads of things. It has been amazing because we are a multinational company. Our headquarters is based in Seattle, United States. So and although we have different countries, so we act at a local level in terms of day-by-day activities and actions and processes, we can feel the internationality. So, and it's very good because it's like we are all a big family. The environment is very young. People are very they are from different countries of the world, and we are a very gender equal company. We are very keen on diversity themes, and we put them into practice on a daily basis in terms of guidelines and best practices. And so That's it. I don't know if there's any questions up to me, because I can keep talking and talking
Yeah,
and
but
talking.
that's what this session, like, people are asking some things, and we're helping here. So in your current role as a talent acquisition partner, tell us more about that, so people maybe can ask you more specific and more narrow question connected to your expertise.
Okay, so basically, I am working as a talent acquisition partner for software engineering and CRM talent communities. So 2 out of 7 talent communities we have in Avanade. And basically, people I am happy to get in touch with on a daily basis, because we are currently talent pooling for those roles and opportunities, are developers mainly, but not only developers. It depends on seniority, so junior developers, but also technical leaders and technical architects, web development application, artificial intelligence and robotic process automation. So the which is very keeping going forward here within the job market, and mobile applications, and SharePoint and Office 365 suites. So but also for CRM talent community, we also have functional roles. Okay, so not just technical ones, but business analysts or functional leads. And it's very important, because although the structure of the talent community, okay, so you can start from a very junior role and you can grow your skills and your attitudes, and you can get to a very senior role. But once you reach the top of the role which are available within the talent communities, you can change. So you can move across talent communities. Perhaps if you are I don't know, if you are a business analyst, okay, after you become a functional lead and a stream manager, you can switch roles and you can reskill yourself on a project management role, which is very, very important. This happens all the time, also for tech profiles, for technical profiles, for software engineering. So
Here's Veronica asking, do you have opportunities for junior developers in Portugal?
of course we do. We have recently opened an office in Portugal, so it's a very new land for us, and it's very challenging because we have to boost the structure. For any opportunities, what I always suggest to do is to go on our website, www.avanadecareers, okay, and you can find all the opportunities we have listed in there. You can select the country, so you make sure that you're looking for a position which are actually available within the country you're living or you want to go through, and then you can type a keyword, okay, for the areas of interest, okay, so mobile or artificial intelligence or ERP or infrastructure, because we have loads of talent communities, of course, not just software engineering and CRM, and you can see all the current position available. If there's no current open position, do not worry, because we have the so-called talent community, candidate talent community. So it means it's a sort of free application. It's not related to a specific job requisition. Okay, so just submit your interest in Avanade, and as soon as we have an opening, or we see as recruiters or talent acquisition partners, we see that there's a match, okay, with any position coming up, we will get in contact with you. So
what is the timeline for opportunities that are titled future opportunities on the Avanade careers page?
Future opportunities, it means that we do not have an actual and current need for that position, but we are working in terms of future times, okay, because we believe the technicalities related to that position is important to boost, okay, in order to anticipate the job market trends within the next fiscal year, or because we do not have the specific position on a project at the moment, but we believe we will be going to have it very soon. So we start in advance looking for people who has those skills and those technicalities and competencies.
Do you have data analytics and engineer roles in the US?
Of course we do. We do have a
You
talent
answered
community.
that you while, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Just wanted to answer the questions because I think Minu is interested, so just wanted to reconfirm that.
Yes, we do. We
Yeah.
do. We have a talent community, which is analytics. Okay, and within these talent communities, we do have data scientists role, machine learning roles, and also people who work on Power BI and data platform, Microsoft Power Apps and Power Automate. So we have loads of opportunities within those streams.
Please advise what is the recruitment process?
Okay, so I can talk about a recruiting process for Italy, but I believe we do have. I mean, I know we do have global guidelines. So basically, once you submit your application within our website, you'll get a first contact on the phone, typically very quickly, just to get to know each other, okay, and see and verify, the match both way, okay. So you check the opportunity is the right for you, and we check you are the right person for that job opportunity. It goes both way. It's very important to us. And after that, what normally happens is that they have a technical interview and an HR interview. Now, the HR interviews, in case of Italy talent acquisition process, hiring process, comes before the technical interview, because it happens that we have what we need to do is to understand very good what's your interests for the future, what's your expertise, and what's your how can I say competencies, hard competencies, okay. And then we will be I usually brief people I get in touch with in order to help them get prepared for the technical interview, which is the last step of the process. After that, if the interest is confirmed, we will come back to you and we will be giving you all the details about a proposal and then a job offer. Okay, so this is how it works. And along with this process, anything you need, questions, clarifying anything, you just pick the phone up and call back to us or write a WhatsApp messages. We are very open to all the ways it's possible for you to be supported. So it's okay.
Great, thank you. Here is a question: what differentiates Avanade from other tech consulting firms? Other fundamental traits that your employees have that set them apart?
Okay, very good question. I think I was kind of, giving you some tips with when I was talking about the reason why I joined Avanade, and I picked the right point. Okay, I was talking about a clear professional path. You always know the direction you're going to. We are a very structured company, but our structure is not too much. Okay, so if compared to our competitors, what we normally see, because people tell us so we know that's true. Okay, we are very structured, but it's not too much. Okay, it's not lean organization. So everyone knows what their role is like, what are the areas of skills they need to cover along the professional ways, and what's the direction and what's the priority. Okay, one of the first question we ask to people when they get in touch with us, and they say, okay, we want to go and start working with you. I ask them, what's your professional priority right now? That doesn't mean it can't change in the future. It can change, okay, but what's it right now? And this is a recurrent question, okay, and this is what makes us able to get the direction straight. Okay, so that's the first point. The second point is we are very keen on human being. Okay, very attention to our population. Okay, I can say that specifically in this period of the time for coronavirus and this and everything, okay, we were making our population safe before it was even compulsory and mandatory because of government instructions. Okay, we have 100% of our population remote working. Okay, so and that's just one of the example. Okay, it's the latest one, so I can have it very quickly come up to my mind, but this is just an example. We have maternity leave and paternity leave, and we have developed programs to help our people work-life balancing professional and personal life, which is very important to us. And that's the second point. And the third point is never-ending learning. Okay, we are Microsoft Gold partner. It's been for 14 years so far, out of 20 years of history within the market. That means that it's very important to us to keep on investing on training for our people and recognize, the technicalities and the expertise, and this comes from our clients.
Great, thank you. Is there some flexibility in which industries you help/work on as an aspiring software engineer interested in machine learning?
I believe it's not a matter of industry, because we work with clients which belong to any industry. Okay, we don't have a specific focus on just one industry. So telecommunication and media, product and manufacturing, retail, public, the health and public sector, okay, in broad terms, okay, financial sector, everything, okay. Of course, there are more sectors who are like more willing to ask for a machine learning and artificial intelligent automation, I would say in broad terms, right? So machine learning and artificial intelligence all together, okay, and RPA all together. And of course, for the financial sector, it's more easy. It depends on the process itself, because of the function we are re-engineering within the delivery of the solution we are working with for our clients. And it also depends on the complexity of the model, the organizational model they have it behind, okay? So it just depends, okay? But in broad terms, what I can say is that our delivery solutions can be applicable to any type of industry. But it's very interesting the fact that we're talking about the same thing, but depending on the final client, it's all brand new. And it's very interesting because you're always changing what you're doing on a day-by-day basis.
What about opportunity for Indians in near future?
We do have
several people asking.
we have offices. We have offices in India, also, and in the East countries. Okay, so just again, go to our website, have a look at the opportunities, and if you don't look any which suits you right now, just apply through the candidate talent communities, and we will be getting in touch. Avanade is expanding their structures all over the world in all countries, so we have place and time for anyone who wants to. So just be patient and keep monitoring our website, and you will be getting in touch by our recruiter. Okay.
What about some people who don't have like technical experience, but they have this motivation and desire to learn, and they call themselves quick learners, and do you offer some opportunities for them? Do you train them maybe, how they can potentially start working for Avanade?
Okay, I love this question because it's really, believe me, these days I am working in order to build and boost a model of reskilling. okay, because the market is becoming more competitive, of course, and that's a fact, okay, it's a matter of
Correct.
fact, okay, and because we have loads of people who are brilliant professionals, and we don't want to exclude those people just because of a matter of technicalities, okay. So what I'm personally working on is a model to give guidelines for our business people and business leadership, to reconvert people from a technicality to another. So there's time for anyone to learn. It's not too late to learn from anybody, okay? And we are working on that. I'm personally doing it. So I think it will be ready by the start of the next fiscal year. So next September, okay? Woo! I
Soon.
really hope. Yes, very soon. Very
Well,
soon.
this is really cool what you're sharing, because I think many people are interested. For example, what we are observing, that many people are also writing us, hey, I realize that I'm passionate about like STEM field and I want to enter the engineering field, and I see so many benefits and exciting projects, like, but I don't have where do I start? Like, probably none of the companies will hire me. So what you are sharing right now really makes sense for so many women out there who like didn't find role models when they were interested in like maths in schools, or like different related tech IT studies. So and now they realize that they actually passionate about it, but the probably think, okay, it's too late already. So what you're sharing, like, it's never too late, and like Avanade is also open, and in September there will be opportunities for you there. Some people are asking other remote opportunities to join Avanade.
Okay, remote working is in our DNA. Okay, now
That's great.
the actual situation is forcing anyone working from home, but that's an exception. We do have remote working options, but what normally happens is that we expect people to have flexibility in, commuting and in
Mhm.
transfers, because we are consultants, okay, and being a consultant means that you need to be flexible in the movements, in moving, okay. It can be the client sites, it can be the office sites, because sometimes it's required to go to the office and say, hello, I'm here, okay. And of
Yeah.
course, it can be home working, okay. To have the remote working in our DNA means that you're not forced. I mean, if you have, some personal matter to deal with along with the day, okay, let's suppose you don't have remote working option, you just have to ask for a day off, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have remote working option, that means that you can say, okay, I'm not starting at 9 a.m. in the morning. That doesn't matter, okay, because I need 2 hours to deal with my personal issue, okay, and then I'll be connecting at 11 in the morning, and that's okay. That means that it's okay, it's fine. That means that you can, instead of finishing at 6, you will be finishing at 6:30 if you don't had the time earlier, to finish what you were supposed to do. It's okay. It's okay. Completely remote working option, it's very rare, okay, but what I can say is that we have 3 sites for our advanced technology delivery centers, okay, which are different from the Milan, Rome, and Turin, Bologna, and Padua offices. Because they are not client-facing roles. Okay, so for those people, remote working is even more emphasized. Okay, just because it's a matter of uh, role specifics. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. It's not. If it's not that clear, just ask any other question. I'll try to be more appropriate, more punctual. Okay, in answering.
I think it is clear. I mean, it's just some people, if they want to follow up on the details of the questions that were not clear, they can can ask us. Here are some people asking, are there some roles that are like super hard to find? And
Yes,
what
there
are the
are.
hard? Maybe we have these people right now, and it's their chance to start working at Avanade. So maybe you can share with us.
Okay, so artificial intelligence solution architect. It's very hard. This is for my an infrastructure solution architect. I just want to make a punctualization of what I mean when I say solution architect. Our solution architect is not a technical architect. Our solution architect is anyone who has a very strong technical background behind, okay, in terms of project delivery, but it is not going to have a technical role within the company and within the organization, because it's going to be in charge of the solutioning part of the delivery, which means deciding how many people are going to work on that solution, how long it's going to take, how many sprints if you're working within the agile methodology, okay, what we are working towards actually meets our clients' needs. And if yes, okay, how does it work? How it's going to be structured, okay? And then once they have the whole architecture and the solutioning is, ready, they pass them to the technical teams, and they are going to, to work on that. So it's a sort of pre-sales and solutioning roles, and those are the hardest role ever. I can say. And also CRM technical architects, not solution architects, CRM technical architects.
Because that was very detailed.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
well, I understand if you're looking for the right person, some roles. So like we need only this person, we struggle to find. We had some people that didn't fit the role. So yeah, I understand your perspective. Here's another question. In the job description for a software developer position in Germany, it just mentions that we need to know German well. So even software developers have a client-facing role, right?
Yes, they do. This is how we are structured. It doesn't matter what's the country like. We have advanced technology delivery centers people, and those professionals are not client facing. Okay. And then we have client delivery and operation roles. Okay. So our developers, in case they belong to client delivery and operation workforce, they do have client facing roles. So the language is important, yes. And of course, a second language, which might be English or anything else, okay, it's important too.
Thank you. People are thanking you, telling that it sounds like a great company to work at. Do you feel like students should train themselves more, like who also apply for roles? Do you receive many? Yeah.
Of course. We do have a program which is called Academy Program, and it's dedicated to new graduates. And it doesn't matter if you don't get if you're not graduated in like computer science or computer engineering. It doesn't matter, okay? Because this program allows you to have 3 months of training sessions, full-time training sessions with a teacher who is in charge of having lessons on language programming basics, fundamentals for language programming. Okay. And after these 3 months of learning, okay, you'll be an intern at first place. Okay, it's internship for these 3 months. And after these 3 months of learning, you will have a sort of exam. Okay. So because you need to study. You need to study hard. Okay. But you will have a sort of exam on the topics who has been discussed previously within the 3 months. Okay. And after that, you'll be an actual employee, a permanent employee. Okay. So we have programs like that. And those programs are specifically for new graduates. So it is highly recommended if you want to kick starting your professional career within the development roles.
Does Avanade offers returnship program for women returning to work after career break?
We are working on that. We are working on that. We are cooperating with local associations who have this specific focus. Okay, so the focus, the goal of these associations is to help women to come back within the market. Okay,
Right.
come back to the market, and we don't have yet a partnership in Italy, but they have it in the UK because they have it already. Because I started working a little bit earlier, and then we are working in order to get a global model and global guidelines. But it's a bit difficult because of legal issues. It's like legal. It's just a matter of legal. Okay, so we have to get in touch with local associations and have partnership with those associations, and we have to do it on a local basis. But we are asked to have a model for a global one. So it's kind of tricky, but we're still working on that. We'll be ready very soon.
Do you have offices in Canada or open
We
positions?
We do. I am working with the talent acquisition lead for North America and Canada these days, and his name is Mikey Labia. Gonna have a look at the, LinkedIn profile if you want to. Is very, very lovely person, very, very professional. So, of course, we do have positions in Canada too.
Awesome. Are there any programs that aren't for older women transitioning into a new career path? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand this question.
Me neither.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you have offices in Dubai? I mean, I think these questions you can check out the career page. I think that let's focus on the questions that maybe you cannot find right ahead on the
good tip
on the that's this just googling and just opening the website, and I think that Giulia can share the link to the careers, but you can also go to Avanade page and check it out yourself. So maybe some final tips for the applicants, like do they need to write a cover letter or something like that, maybe something practical, because many people, when they don't fit the requirements, especially women, they think probably they're not going to hire me, so should they apply when they don't fit like I don't know 60-80% of the requirements, or they need to fit like 100%? So how are you strict on the requirements that you are writing in the job offer?
Okay, generally speaking, I will say, if you're not sure, should I apply? The answer is yes, 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 you should.
That's a good tip.
Because
I already love that. Yeah.
because you can't even know. Maybe you're looking you are taking into consideration just one job opportunity, and you are missing, not because you are just because you are ignoring they even exist, okay, other opportunities. So please make the application, submit the application, no matter if you're not sure. Number one. Number two, be concrete. And transparent while submitting your application. Okay, just you have to have a look at the job description and the technical requirements, because of course if we are looking for like a high experienced technical architect on .NET stock, okay, and you have never ever worked on .NET stock, or and it's required to have at least 6 years of experience. So it's not going to make any sense for you to apply. Okay, so just check this out. But if you see that ASP.NET Embassy is okay, C#, yes, you have it. MySQL, you have it, and there's written a little above like JavaScript is a nice to have, and you don't have JavaScript, okay, just go for it. Okay, then what you need to do is just try and be aware of what's your expertise, what's your background. Just take yourself some time to think about what you have done so far. There's no right and wrong way to make an application. Okay, there's the best way according to the specific job opportunity. So just try and make this. Okay, it will be helpful for you. Okay, be aware of what's your expertise, what you have previously, conquered. Okay, and then try and put it. And this reflects in the shape of your CV as well. There's no predicted way to build a CV. There's the best way possible according to the job requisition. Okay. And my suggestion, choose your experiences. Okay. There's no need to put them all in. Okay. Choose them. Pick the right ones. Pick the right one, which
ones, right?
exactly. And do not be afraid. Just go for it.
Some people are asking where to get that experience that you're asking for the senior roles.
It depends. We have a lot. It depends. Okay, I am not going to answer this question, and the reason why I'm not doing it is because my answer, it doesn't matter what answer I give, it might be misleading, and this is the least thing on earth that I want to happen. Okay, so just be smart. That was the only tips I was trying to give you. Be smart. Okay, read carefully and then go to your conclusion.
Right, that's great. Let me check if you have some new questions. Yeah, how to connect with you on LinkedIn, right? Is a good way to connect.
Okay.
With you. We just pinned that so please, we pinned that already for 30 minutes, so you can see Giulia Colella. Yeah, it's in the. Okay, please read the chat, not just ask your questions. I think we want to make the most out of it. You're a really awesome speaker and motivation to all of us. I'm great. I'm joining this conference. That's really great. Just for everyone who is also joining us and having some questions or missed maybe some things that we have covered already, you can go to Avanade booth and there will be people. I saw they're your colleagues all the time, and it's a very engaging booth, and you can ask like more, some narrow questions or like follow up on the questions that we covered with Giulia on more details, maybe something that you want to ask more. If the application status is in review, how much time can we how much time do you expect to get the feedback, and what is the expectation?
Okay, it depends on what's the review stage of the process, because it's candidate review. That means that maybe you are missing the GDPR confirmation, because we can't process your personal details unless you authorize us to do so. So check on GDPR, okay? And second point could be hiring manager interview review stage. Okay, this means that we took a look at your profile and we are discussing a bit about it with the hiring manager of the area, because we always suggest, okay, read your CVs, we come up with some idea about what's going to be the best job opportunity for you, and then we get in touch with our stakeholders, with our line managers, and talk to them and say, okay, what do you think? All right. So this means it will be a couple of days, 3 days, and then we will be in touch. And if it doesn't happen, just
follow up.
Is that
right?
That's
it. Follow up. I think that very often, you can see that how people are interested in the job and they follow up and they're like, I really want this job. I really want to work for Avanade. I really want to work with you people. Let's one final question, maybe. Some people been asking, just a second, what is the number one skill that we as candidates should develop to attain great jobs in any industry?
I'm thinking. Well, it depends. Oh, okay. Any job. Ooh, that's a tricky question. I would say
Okay, maybe 3.
Be proactive.
Proactive. Okay,
Be
proactivity.
proactive.
Yeah.
Okay, proactivity. I'm not so keen on US universities, but I'm very keen on Italian university. And the first, one of the most important areas of improvement for Italian universities is that you are like in your comfort zone. Okay, so now we are in a very fast-paced job market and fast-paced job working environment. So it is important for any one of us to be proactive, okay? Because it's a matter of attitude. Okay, you do not have the skills, it's okay. You can always learn. Work on your attitude. That's the biggest change, okay? So work very hard on it, and everything we will be going with it. No worries.
I love that final point. Thank you very much, Giulia. Thanks for joining us.
You.
For everyone who wants to talk to Avanade, you can go to Career Expo and find Avanade booth. Check out the career page on the website. We shared also Giulia's profile, and you can get in touch with her on LinkedIn. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.